And now, BBC World News.
This is BBC World News Today. I'm James Reynolds. Our top stories. The number of deaths from coronavirus in Italy jumps to over 4,000. Globally, the pandemic has now killed more than 10,000 people, more than half of them here in Europe. Spain becomes the fourth country to register more than 1,000 deaths from coronavirus. So how close might we be to developing a successful treatment for coronavirus? We'll talk to an expert from the Minnesota Medical School. And in the US, President Trump says he'll use measures to stop illegal immigration, which he says created a perfect storm in combination with the virus.
Left unchecked, this would cripple our immigration system, overwhelm our healthcare system, and severely damage our national security. We're not going to let that happen.
Hello and welcome to BBC World News Today. Italy is set to tighten its coronavirus lockdown after the number of deaths jumped by more than 600 in a single day. Reports suggest that from Saturday, parks and public gardens will be shut down and people will be allowed to take exercise only around their own homes. The new figures are the biggest daily rise since the virus first emerged in the country a month ago. And they come just a single day after Italy overtook China as the country with the most deaths recorded from the virus. The hardest hit region of Italy remains Lombardy in the north. Now, for comparison, China, where the contagion has now slowed sharply, never reported more than 150 deaths from the virus in a single day, even at the height of its own epidemic. Sima Katecha has more from Rome. Stay with us on BBC World News. Still to come, we'll find out how the threat of lockdown here in Britain finally encouraged one devoted couple to tie the knot. This is BBC World News Today. I'm James Reynolds. The latest headlines. The number of deaths from coronavirus in Italy jumps to more than 4,000. Globally, the pandemic has now killed more than 10,000 people, more than half of them here in Europe. The worldwide total of deaths from the coronavirus pandemic has risen, as I just said there, to more than 10,000. The latest figures from Johns Hopkins University in the United States show the number of reported infections has now passed 250,000. The US President Donald Trump says the United States and Mexico will now restrict non-essential travel across their shared border in an effort to limit the spread of the virus. The president also announced that he would introduce measures to block migrants at America's borders from entering the country illegally in order to protect citizens. Good luck to them. Now, a reminder of our top story. Globally, the coronavirus pandemic has now killed more than 10,000 people, more than half of them in Europe. Italian authorities announced that the country's death toll from the virus has jumped by 627 in a single day. Please do stay with us as we carry on.
Funding for presentation of this program is provided by
Babbel, an online program developed by language specialists teaching Spanish, French, and more.
Funding was also provided by the Freeman Foundation, by Judy and Peter Bloom Kovler Foundation, pursuing solutions for America's neglected needs, and by contributions to this PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.